Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk about my music, but unfortunately, it's the 5th of January, and I still haven't opened my music program properly. I've been experimenting here and there, an hour every day or so. Um, with Reason 13, I just recently upgraded. I've been running Reason 10 for years, and I thought it was about time that I upgrade. Um, It's an amazing program, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of complicated things in it. And I am not sure that I want to start my new year 2025 with complicated things. And so I'm leaning towards using BSD instead of Linux to change kind of my direction. And yet that seems very complicated as well. And so I thought about learning Blender. And Blender seems very complicated as well. And so I thought about getting a new Xbox game. And games can be extremely complicated as well. And so everything I want to do with technology, such as learning artificial intelligence or even doing a Khan Academy training on their website, it's all complicated. All requires to use the mind. And I just want to sit back, watch television, drink my drink, eat my nuts and chips. I'm still in that Christmas mode. Even though Christmas is like 25th of last year. Like that's like 10, 11 days ago. All year I waited for Christmas so I can start on my new projects. And now that it's here, I'm like, no, I don't want to get started. I want to keep enjoying myself. I went to the gym today for the first time this year. Didn't lift any weights. I just did cardio. I was like, gyms are complicated places. You have to wait your turn for each machine. You have to plan what you're going to do if there's other people waiting. It's really stupid. Like if I was rich and I had my own basement full of machines, I could train to perfection these muscles. Look how puny my muscles are. But gyms are even complicated now. And so I weighed myself and I gained 4 pounds over the holidays. Weight loss is complicated. In a couple of months, now it's January, March already, I'll have to do taxes. Doing taxes is complicated. You have to have two-factor authentication for the government website. Then you need two-factor authentication for your tax website. Then you need two-factor authentication for your bank approval. Then you need a secret code printed on your last year's tax code to put it into the current year's tax system. And then you need the password for all of that, and then password for all of that, and then the password, and all of that just to get access to my tax documents. And then I have to enter all these numbers and have to pray that Canada Post is not on strike and that I get my tax documents in time and they don't lose them. Like, why is everything so complicated? Like, I can understand why, SpaceX has a lot of engineers who are making rockets. Rocket science is complicated, right? But everyday things shouldn't be complicated. Like, I want an AI box that I can just say, make me a movie featuring Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone running a donut shop. And it has a little percentage bar, 100%, bing, your movie's done. And then I can sit and watch it for 2 hours and laugh. I don't want Hollywood. I don't want actors. I don't want musicians. I just want entertainment to my taste. Why can't Reason make a melody for me and drum loops that appeal to me. Why do I have to spend hours and hours and hours clicking buttons and widgets and turning knobs? Like, that's what I did 30 years ago. 30 years of software development. There's millions of software engineers in the world, and yet it's still complicated. It still looks like 1990s. I don't understand. What has everybody been doing in the computer industry for 30 years? Reason is at version 13. I saw it at version 1.0. Like, for real. Look, I don't understand. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What all these people are doing with their time, with their 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. How many days a year is that? I can't multiply 52 by 5. Otherwise, I'd be a math teacher. At least I can see progress in the movie industry. The Godzilla in current movies is way more convincing than Godzilla in black and white movies. Like, at least in movie industry and music has improved somewhat. Now it's surround sound, whereas before it was monotonous. Or monotone, sorry. But it's not all complicated. I have a can of beer in front of me. I do this motion, and then this motion, and it's open. And then I do this motion, and I pour. And then I do this motion, and I drink. Drinking beer is still as easy as it was hundreds of years ago. Eating a burger, piece of cake. That's why I'm fat. Sausages, very easy to make. Even I can make them with my low vision. But anything that requires entertaining or creativity, it's also mind-numbingly complex. I almost don't want to do it. So then I choose my avoidant behaviors, and I have my Rolodex of avoidant behaviors, and I flip through it, and I'm like, today I'm going to spend hours installing BSD because that's mind-numbing. Then I don't have to worry about music and panning and effects and presets and cabling synthesizers and working in the studio, a microphone setup and all that. No, I can just type commands into the terminal until it works. I go on Google, I research, I ask Gemini, I research, and then BSD boots up. That's how I envision this whole magical tech world. Of course, it never works that way. First, I have to install a virtual machine. I mean, that's complicated already. And then BSD into the virtual machine. And then I have to decide, do I want a virtual machine in my Linux box, or in my Windows box, or in my Mac box? Everything is complicated. Even tying shoelaces is complicated. If you tie them wrongly, they get untied in the middle of the rain. And then your shoelaces are wet. And then it's difficult to tie them again. And then they're dirty. Then you have to wash your shoelaces. And then you have to put them back in the shoes. Engineers haven't even solved the shoelaces problem yet. Weird how nothing is being solved by the millions of engineers in the world. And yet they all have jobs. They all earn a high salary. They're all experts in the field. We all consult engineers, software engineers, architectural engineers, urban engineers, food engineers. My burger tastes exactly as it did in the 1990s. I don't know what chefs have been doing for 30 years. My burger hasn't seen 30 years of development. My Whopper from Burger King tastes just the same as it did in the 90s. But everything is more complicated thanks to technology. Hey, look, I've been talking for 10 minutes. Even making YouTube videos is complicated. Well, I guess I'm done for now. Now I'm going to enjoy the simple life and watch television. Bye-bye.